It doesn't matter if it's your first or fifth pet, we all make mistakes when it comes to our pets. Joining us to share how to avoid these mistakes is Lee Chambers from Dakin Humane Society. We're back with you, Lee, with some great advice for pet owners. We all make those mistakes.
We do.
We think we're doing the right thing.
It is so hard to train because with dogs, you know, when they're puppies, they're cute and adorable, but you gotta lay down the law and be consistent. And it's no fun when, you know, you have to be the tough guy, but you do in some cases.
Well, discipline, just like with kids, right?
Right.
So allowing jumping is a no-no.
That's the big no-no right there. When they're puppies and they're jumping on you, it's easy to giggle and laugh. It's, oh, isn't that cute, and have that kind of reaction. But they're going to think that that's always okay. And when they're gigantic grown-up dogs and they're jumping, it's not good, especially when you're out and about and you're meeting people who are afraid of dogs or have little kids. It can be a very dangerous situation.
Right.
So you want to stop the jumping.
Nip it in the bud while they're young.
Right.
The jump sit.
The jump sit is kind of a spin-off of what I just said. A lot of times when dogs are learning to stop jumping and sit, they begin with a jump and then they, you know, go into a sit, and you see the sit happen, you reward them. But that's a mistake, because if they begin the sit with the jump, which a lot of them will do, you can't have that. They need to be on all fours and go into a sit that way, then reward that.
Oh.
That makes it really clear that that's how you sit, not from a jumping position, but from all fours.
Not all sits are created equal. Make sure they start from the right position. That's
Right.
a good one.
Right.
Rewarding your dog for recall.
Very important. Recall means your dog comes to you when you call his name. Nice and easy. A lot of times when dogs are recalled, it's the end of something fun for them. They're in the park and you're standing there going, come on, Rocket, it's time to go home. And oh no, playtime is over. So if you know, every time you recall them and they come to you and then something sad happens, the play is over, or they're going in the crate because you're going to work, that's going to be a bad association for them. So when you're training them and you're teaching them to come when called, reward them. Give them a treat, give them a little toy time, a little, even if not food or a toy, a lot of praise and petting and hugging and all that. Show them that's very, very good behavior. And then you start to work in the other stuff of, you know, when they come in the house, when called, you may have to go to work, you may have to go in your crate.
Right.
But they don't always associate it with a bad
With
thing.
a negative, exactly. Right. Capturing an escaped pet.
Yes, a classic mistake we make when a dog gets out of our grasp or goes through a gate or something is to chase after them. Do not do that. The dog will love it. He thinks it's a game of catch me if you can, and off he goes. You should actually run in the other direction, and you should use a high, excited voice and call the dog's name and pat your leg. Come on, catch me. You know, throw them the curve, and you go in the other direction. The dog's going to stop, and oh, she's not coming after me. I'll go after her. And then when they do come to you, you reward them. That's the tough part. Even if they scared the daylights out of you and it took 10 minutes to catch up.
Go the other way.
Go the other way and reward them when they do come to you.
We're almost out of time, Lee, but house training woes.
Oh yeah, if you see a dog mess in your house, roll up a newspaper and slap yourself in the hand, because not the dog. That means you've given that dog too much access to rooms he shouldn't be in. And when they soil and you punish them for it, they don't know what that's about. And they think you're afraid, you're mad that they soiled at all. You got to catch them in the act in the house, hustle them outside, and if you find the mess, that's just a heads up to you that I need to control how much access the dog has to the house, and I got to stay on top of it.
There you go. There's the advice right there. Thanks so much,
Thank
Lee.
you.
Nice to have you here. Now we can all know these mistakes we make and how to fix them. And of course, as always, Dakin has pets for sale, up for adoption, I should say. Pets up for adoption.
And dog training classes.
And dog training classes.
With the training.
Dakin a call, 781-4000.